Hi guys,
Hey,
it's us once again for
and you're in
episode
the same
3.
shirt.
I am in the same shirt. Listen,
Wait, Kate, you pointed that out to me before we even
yeah,
started, so I figured we should just let the people know this is
I
filmed on a different day,
it
promise.
is, it is. I'm a guy, so I have like a week's worth of clothes, and this happens to be just the thing I wear on Sundays, and that's when we're filming. So,
You could
uh,
learn to not have day by day outfits.
I mean, okay, let me explain then before we get into the episode. Normally during the work week, because I work from home, I wear clothing that doesn't have logos on it because I'm working, so I don't want to just randomly promote a random thing or be like wearing a Budweiser shirt while I'm working or something like that. So, it's just like on the weekends, I only wear shirts with my logos and things that I like, which Black Island is basically just our family cabin. We got shirts made for people that come up there. So yeah, we I have like many shirts like this, but in different colors. So you will be seeing me wear these a lot if we film on weekends, which we likely will. So my bad.
All good. It was just hilarious.
Um,
The fact that you bothered pointing it out was more the hilarious
yeah, I
thing.
just I just realized like they're gonna watch this episode and be like, bro, you're wearing the same shirt. WTF?
I mean, I'm wearing a different outfit and different headphones, so they'll be able to tell that it's a different day.
Yeah, this will probably come out at least 2 weeks from now anyway, because we're going to be doing our live stream on March
Oh
25th
yeah.
for CP Awareness Day.
I
So
genuinely forgot we were doing a live stream. Okay, cool.
we are. So thank you in advance for that. Once you see this, we'll have already done it. So thank you to those that have supported it. Um, love you. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are liking these episodes. They keep going up every day. It's been crazy for us. So thank you again. And today, since I did the episode last time, Shaylee gets to start this time. I have no idea where this is going, folks.
Why you gotta hype it up like that? I'm really not that interesting. Anyway,
Tell
um,
us, tell us your idea. Just go ahead and tell us your
I
idea.
don't know. I just kind of thought, I saw a TikTok the other day of a guy. I don't even know what his name is, but of course the idea came from TikTok. Anyway, saw a TikTok and the guy was like, 4 things I need help with in my home because I don't have legs. And so that just kind of got me thinking maybe we should talk about stuff that we need help with that people maybe wouldn't necessarily think of. We'll start with the super obvious stuff and then we'll go into a little bit more obscure things maybe. I don't know how you want to do this,
Sure, shoot.
but
So you go ahead. You start.
why am I starting? I don't know.
What do you mean? It's your idea.
I don't know.
I assumed you thought of this before we started.
Absolutely not. I had the general idea, but I did not have anything planned
Okay,
out.
well, let's talk about this for a second. So, like, on a day to day, you have CCAs that come into your house, your room, to help you with like picking things up
Apartment.
and different things. Um, so what's like a random thing that you can't do that the average able-bodied person can do? Like off the top of my head, off rip, I can think of one for you immediately.
Okay.
So,
Where are you going with
until
this?
she's got this lovely tool that she just ordered off Amazon, she's not been able to open a can of pop for basically the duration of time I've known her.
Nope, couldn't do it.
Without
Still can't do it with
sunglasses.
some sort of tool. Yeah, it used to be
Uh,
sunglasses, and then I got a can opener.
so now she's got a can opener that it does her wonders, but for a lot of the time it either ended up being me or one of the CCAs that was just like, I guess I gotta go open a can.
No, see, that's why I came up with the sunglasses thing, though, because it felt like a stupid thing to call for when it was just like, I literally just need you to pop this. That's it. It felt like a stupid thing to call for, which is why I started using the sunglasses.
I mean, again, we could get into that too. I suppose it's just like, what do you just like when you do stuff and you can't, all of a sudden you can't do something, and you're just like, well, this is stupid. What, like, I'm not calling somebody for this. Like I,
Yeah.
I will eventually get it. Like it's just a matter of time. So there's things like that that happen with us too. That it's just like, man, like I don't want to disturb somebody for this.
Like it
So
seems
it's
like it's gonna take me 2 seconds, and there's gotta be a way to do it and not be annoyed.
yeah. So I mean, there's little things like that. Like for me, it's there's a couple things that are just like I can't like regular things like certain doorknobs in particular
Oh,
that
really?
just
Interesting.
if I can't like our front door I can't open it because it's just so heavy I just can't because I'm in a manual shirt, so I'll try and explain this without actually doing it.
No, you might
But
have to demo, but like basically, you've got to somehow have your hand on the door and the other hand on a wheel and pull backwards at the same time and hope you don't spin the other direction.
exactly. So I drop a major L a lot of the time because either I stay stationary or I do a full 180 the other direction.
Power chair in, just saying.
There's no, but again, I can't fit my power chair in my house. So
Yeah, which pisses me off to no end because I hate
yeah,
manual
she's not
chairs.
allowed in my house. We've proofed the house basically.
Yeah, no.
So
I've been
uh,
in your house one time and I had to steal your chair to be able to do it,
you did, yeah.
which was really, really weird because your chair is set up so much differently than mine.
Well, I mean, we are different people, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but you had like zero support. Like even the kind of foot plate you had, I was like, my foot is falling off the back of this. How do you what?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just handle it, I guess.
Whereas I'm like, nope.
So yeah, I don't know. There's like lots of things I need help with. Like there's the basic things, like every day to day, like basically getting on clothes in general. My parents
Yeah,
help
like
me
the
with.
ADL stuff, like the activities of daily living, so like getting dressed, going to the bathroom, making food. Obviously, we need help with all that sort of stuff.
Yes, like the day to day for sure for me is just like literally. I'm not even gonna do a checklist. It's just straight up everything. Is the answer to that. So I don't even have to go through that with you guys. But like, I'd be interested to know like what are the little things that frustrate you guys that frustrate us too? Because I mean, there's just so many different things. But like, for me honestly, the most frustrating one is when I drop my phone. If I
Honestly, though, yes.
if I drop my phone, it's like okay, there's two options here.
I'll just
One,
text with Siri or.
yeah, I either text with Siri or I get my grabby stick and my grabby stick. For those of you that are
Here, actually, I have one,
able-bodied,
but
I
that
have one
requires.
right here too.
Okay, you got it.
So here's mine.
Mine is
So
larger
allow
than
me to
that.
explain the problem with my phone. So I can sort of do like a demonstration, kind of, sort of.
Don't actually drop your phone.
So, but like this does not really fit within the confines of
No,
the
it does
gravity
not.
stick. So I have to grab it a completely specific way
Yeah,
in
okay.
order to like pull it up and put it
Same.
on my desk.
And I thought it was just me. Okay. What I usually end up doing is I will shove the phone against a wall, flip it like vertically, and then grab it because then it fits.
Wow. That's five head, which means big brain in Screamer Talk. Which
That's
I'm
what?
five head. It means you're like super smart. Um, Whereas me, I'm just like, okay, I gotta find this specific edge and this specific edge, and then I gotta pinch exactly the right way. And if I don't pinch exactly the right way, it goes up, and then it's like terrible and awful, and then I can't get it up.
Nope.
And
Just shove it against a wall. Like, kind of hook it almost on your silent switch and then flip it vertically and then grab it.
hook it on my who's is a what now?
On the silent switch. Or like your volume button, even.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay, yes, that is exactly what I have to do. I have to grab it on the volume switch for me. I have to grab it on the volume switch, pinch the volume switch, and pinch the other side, and then I can. So it's kind of like it's like a weird diagonal, and then I have to grab it diagonally, and then hope
Yeah.
to God that it doesn't like. If it
Drop
wiggles
again.
even slightly, it's a huge drop and a
See,
giant
I don't even
loss.
try lifting it like all the way up when it's like that though. I'll just land it on my feet and then bend from there and grab it.
Well, again, five head like that is
Like I'll wedge it in between my feet, put the grabber down, and then just bend over and grab it.
that's some Cirque du Soleil stuff right there. That is what that is. That I can't do that. I no. I just like all right because like I don't know how your room is structured so that you can pin it up against a wall.
I have
And
many, many corners. It's lovely.
I do, but like they're not like you can see the back two quarters of my room in this
Yeah,
photo
they're
right
not
now.
super accessible,
They're
whereas
not
mine
super
are.
accessible. The other two are kind of like pinned to my door, and then the other one is pinned against like my. I have like beside me here. I have like this big dresser full of like my gaming stuff and different things. So there's no corner of my room where I can just be like and pull it up.
Whereas
So
I have corners of a bathroom wall and a bedroom wall. We're good.
and again, a lot of the time, if I drop it at home and there's people home, I still will be like, come on.
Right? It's not
Like,
like I will. Okay, like last night during the movie night, I did drop my phone. And I was like, we are in the middle of a movie. I don't really want to like fight with it. So in that case, I did call. It was incredibly awkward. Hated it, but called.
yeah, a lot of the time, even if my mom's home, I'll just be like, all right, we're just going to fight this. We're just going to do it ourselves. Because at some point, like, again, comment below if you guys feel the same way. But at some point in disabled life, you always like need a win, you know?
Yes.
Like, cause some days you'll just have everything drop, everything fall, everything else,
And you're
and
like
you're just like,
mother of
all
God.
right, we're just gonna do this. Like, I'm done with today. We're doing
Like,
this.
yes.
So,
And
yeah,
then you scream internally and you figure it out.
yeah, and then you do it, and you just like exhale, and you're just like, I finally did it. So, there's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of little stuff that I'm just like, man, I wish this would stop happening. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the time for me when I drink Coke and stuff, because I'm randomly, like, again, I don't know if this is just me, so maybe Shaylee can speak to this, but sometimes my arms will just randomly swing while I'm doing stuff. And
And
I'll,
you're like, oh, cool. We smacked the entire can over. Fuck.
yeah, when I'll smack my Coke can over, like, inadvertently not paying attention, doing something else entirely. And like then I have to call my mom and I had to get her to Swiffer the floor and it's a whole big deal.
Yeah.
So it's just like there's stuff like that's just incredibly frustrating.
This
And,
is why I literally, like, you know that whiteboard that mom got me that I was supposed to use as a
and now
whiteboard and
use it
just
as a plate.
haven't? It's now a coaster so that, like, I can have drinks by the laptop and, like, stick a straw in them and not pick them up, and then we don't have the smacking issue.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time I still use a straw, but
But you pick stuff up, I
I
know.
do, I pick it up. Like I don't like leaning forward and being awkward AF and just
Whereas I do. I'm like, if I don't have to, like, unless something is, like, I want to say probably half empty, like, this is completely empty, obviously, but unless this is probably, like, half empty, I won't pick it up. That's a terrible idea.
yeah, and that's completely understandable. And like for me, it's just I like the feel of having control over the like. What freaks me out about leaning forward to drink it straight out of the straw is if I like pull back and then the can thrusts forward and then tips. So I have a control issue with that. Like I need to know that it's secure, technically secure in my
Yeah.
hand, even though it's not really because anytime
Yeah.
my left hand could be like.
Yeah.
And then it's like good all over everywhere, and it's
See,
done.
I think the only reason that I stopped doing that is because eventually my hand would squish the can too hard, and then it would, like, wrinkle, and then it would randomly pop and scare the shit out of me.
Again, startle reflex for the win.
So
Um,
I stopped picking stuff up.
I swear we're gonna have to make like a startle reflex merch thing at some point if we get big enough. I'll just be like, yes, I have a startle reflex. yes, everything you do is gonna scare the shit out of me. That's basically
Yes, everything is loud. Deal with it.
yes. I maybe medically somebody can comment down below. That'd be awesome. Explain that. I
All
know.
I know is that it's a leftover reflex from when we were babies that just never goes away.
Yeah, like, but why? Somebody, like, I'm sure someone knows. So if somebody watches this and knows the answer, feel free to comment because I'd love to know, like, why I randomly jump when a balloon pops in the movie Up. And we talked about that, but like, I don't, it makes no sense to me, but I do it, and
Yeah.
there's
Cool.
just there's stuff like that that's just nuts, drives me nuts, cause like you're chilling with your friends and they get a nice chuckle out of that. And then I mean, again, I laugh at it too because they're like,
Exactly,
Jesus.
because like we've lived with it long enough that we know it's annoying and we know it's weird and whatever.
But it's like at some point you're just like, man, I wish this didn't happen every time.
But
So
it does. That's why we've gotten so good at like predicting movies. I feel like is because we have to be like extra vigilant for possible jump scares.
yeah, totally. Like if we hear a certain type of music in a movie scene,
Oh, we just know that
it's
like,
like, all
hey, you're
right.
taking.
Yeah, it's just like, all right. For me, it's like I'm gonna back up. I back
Nah,
up
I'm
from
just
underneath
gonna
my desk.
gently lift like one ear cup and we're fine.
Yep. I back up because I know my knee's gonna hit my desk and it's gonna be a huge ow. So yeah, I back
Yeah.
up, remove one earpiece, and like a lot of the time, what Shaylee and I'll do is one of us will watch a show,
And
and
then the other one will like be like, get ready for this.
yeah, we'll watch it together later, and so that one of us doesn't have the startle problem throughout the movie and can just be like,
And the other one
I'm
doesn't either
enjoying
because they
myself.
know it's coming.
Yes. So, yeah, we work together on those sometimes, especially if we know, like, we usually Google in advance and be like, yeah, so this is a action thriller, or
Yeah.
like, and
Or a
then
horror and I'm avoiding it.
yeah, we don't watch horror movies. That's why though. Is the Star
Yeah.
Wars like 100%?
It's not even that I don't like. I'm not even like something like I don't know, The Shining or like The Sixth Sense. That kind of stuff is interesting to me, but dear God, the jump scares.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, and I will admit, like even Silence of the Lambs, I was just
Hmm.
like on edge the whole time, and they're like, it's not scary, and I'm like in my head, I know it's not.
Yeah, it's not even that it's scary. It's just that there's intense, and then there's periods of dead silence followed by immediate loud noise of terrifyingness.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be scary. It just has to be loud. That's
Yeah.
why, honestly, to be truthful, I hate going to movie theaters too. Like I love it to the degree of the social aspect,
Yeah.
but if I'm going to an action movie in a movie theater, it's just like
Yeah. See,
even
I'm
if I have
relatively good.
even if I have earplugs.
Yeah, exactly. I started doing that, and you were like, "That is genius," and I was like, "I know."
Yeah, like she's obviously way smarter than me. Like
I
that's
will literally pack earplugs if I know I'm going to a movie that's like even 5 feet apart. I'm pretty sure I wore earplugs just because everything is amplified in a theater. It's not even that anything is scary in that movie at all. It's really depressing, but things are loud.
yeah. I remember like when we were able to go outside and be humans and talk to people. If we if we went to a movie, I'd have to be like, hey, did you bring your earplugs? Like I have to remind you in advance because it was always
Yes.
like if you didn't, it was like a big stressful time for you.
Yeah.
So my startle reflex is less, but it's definitely there for sure. So
Yeah. Like, even your sister's dog, like anytime he came over, I'd just be like, frick.
oh yeah, if you have a loud barky dog, then it's just like
Yeah.
I'm going to jump.
Yeah. Like it's less bad with mine because they only tend to bark or howl if there's like an ambulance outside or somebody knocks at the door. So as soon as I hear that noise, I know the barking is coming. But with your sister's dog, he would just casually bark for no reason.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
couldn't like predict the pattern to it.
I will say even with your dogs, it was like because I didn't know them. Like with Boston, like my sister's dog, I've been around him enough that I just know he's gonna be that guy. So it's like with your dogs, it was like they're on edge. I'm on edge. They can smell fear. I can smell fear. I'm
Mm.
scared. They're scared. One of us is gonna buck
And
you.
then Jake tried to knock you over, and it was great.
He tried to, yeah, he tried to give me like a, like
Like a hug, yeah.
They
We
taught Jake to
trained
like
him to
stand.
jump up on my lap and give me a hug, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, and so he saw me and went, "Ooh, new person in chair, hug." And I went, "Yes, but also don't have brakes on, flying backwards."
Rolling him. And you
Um,
were like right by our stairs too, and it was bad. Ugh.
yeah. So there's like a lot of little things that just are super
Yeah.
frustrating, and the
This
dating.
episode got very off track, and I apologize. Welcome to my ADHD squirrely brain.
It's fine. It actually works out because honestly, it's just we're gonna just title this like little things that
Are annoying?
are annoying, including up to and including startle reflexes and loud noises and things that bother us that should be easy to do that aren't. So
That are not yet.
yeah, it's actually worked out good. We've already been recording for like 21 minutes, so awesome. Um, thank you guys for watching. Click like if you like the video. Subscribe if you really like it.
Notification bell so you never miss any of our posts.
Tell all your friends. We love you.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Where are the stars tonight?